Hi there! This is the Redmi Note 14 Pro, which I've been using for over 2 weeks now. And it does have its share of good upgrades, but it also has a few downgrades. Hang on, you have to see the full picture. It's the overall user experience that eventually matters. So, let's look at this phone from a daily user's perspective, which will probably give you a better idea if this phone is worth your money or not. Let's start with a quick unboxing. So the red box returns Redmi Note 14 Pro 5G. Inside we have another red box which has the SIM ejector pin, the usual paperwork that no one reads, and a soft cover. Then further below is the phone itself, a USB-A to USB-C charging cable, and a 45-watt charging brick. Yeah, that's a little surprising because even the previous Redmi Note 13 Pro came with a 67-watt charger. Now it's only 45-watt. On the flip side, the Note 14 Pro comes with a bigger 5500 mAh battery compared to the 5100 on the Note 13 Pro. So now you get a bigger battery but slower charging. But how slow is it? So you can get to 0 to 100 in 47 minutes. Now also to remember is that the Note 14 Pro comes with silicon carbon batteries which probably need to be slower charged in comparison. But glad to say that they last crazy longer than regular lithium batteries. I would go almost 2 days without charging the phone, which is really good. Which is why I don't see 45-watt charging as a con. Trust me, I'd rather take a bigger battery that lasts longer any day. Let's talk about the build and design. So this is the ivy green color, very eye-catchy I must say. Dual tone design, the back is plastic, soft to touch, and doesn't attract any fingerprint or smudges. The device weighs just 190 grams, which is actually quite light for a phone with a 5500 mAh battery. On the top is the infrared sensor, you also get top firing speakers. On the side are the power volume rockers. At the bottom is a secondary down firing speaker, a microphone, USB-C port, and a SIM tray that can house dual nano SIM cards, but sadly no support for SD card expansion. So my suggestion is pick the high storage variant if possible. Coming to the cameras. So you get a triple camera setup, 50 megapixel primary Sony sensor, 8 megapixel ultra wide, and 2 megapixel macro. Now here are some images taken with the 50 megapixel primary sensor, and I must say the dynamic range and the color reproduction are brilliant. Vibrant, punchy, the details are so well maintained along with the dynamic range. The 50 megapixel Sony sensor does a fab job. Here are some portraits. Also good edge detection with perfect skin tones. Even indoors, the clarity and the details are impressive. Here are some 8 megapixel ultra wide, again wide and clear. They also have remarkable dynamic range. Check this out. Even though just 8 megapixel, the images are very crisp. Then we also get a 2 megapixel macro sensor and it captures decent shots. Frankly, I'm not a fan of 2 megapixel macro sensors. Either they should be larger so they can capture more detail, or they just need to go. Anyway, one way to look at it is that at least you have a macro camera on the phone. Then here is a 4K 30 FPS video recording from the rear camera. Now this is handheld video, it's still very stable, good colors and very clean and so much fun. Here are some selfies shot with the 20 megapixel front camera. There you go. Don't need to say anything. The images speak for themselves. Excellent colors, crisp with good bokeh and edge detection in portrait shots. Hi there, so this is a video recording from the front camera of the Redmi Note 14 Pro, and this is a full HD 30 FPS video recording. Sadly doesn't support 4K, which I think it should have, at least in this price bracket, but it's still quite good. Also, as you can see, the sunlight is actually behind me, and even still it's able to get a perfect focus on my face, and it's also quite clear. The audio that you're hearing right now is also being recorded from the mics of this phone. The cameras on the Redmi Note 14 Pro will surely impress you, especially the primary and ultra wide. Let's talk about the display. So the display on the Note 14 Pro is a marvel. Curved 6.67-inch AMOLED display with stunning color reproduction. It's vibrant and super punchy. It comes with Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2, so it's protected from scratches and damage in case you drop it. However, I always advise use a case. The clarity of the display is really good. Even the smallest text is clearly visible. Then right on the top is a super tiny punch hole notch housing the 20 megapixel front selfie camera. Then it comes with an ultrasonic in-display fingerprint scanner which almost unlocks instantly. Check that out. I only wish it was placed a tad higher. When it comes to watching movies and videos, it's an absolute delight. Firstly, it supports Dolby Vision and HDR10. It gets super bright and clear. Goes edge to edge, and with a curved display, it looks so much more immersive. You can find a huge collection of Dolby Vision content on Netflix. Everything looks just stunning. Same goes for YouTube. HDR content looks just gorgeous. You can stream 4K 60fps videos without any lag or stutter. It's a treat to the eyes. When it comes to the audio, we get dual stereo speakers with Dolby Atmos support. Time for a quick demo. Alright, so dual speakers are always great. Firstly, it's stereo and they also get a lot louder. Then there's no distortion even at high volume, which is great. Dolby Atmos makes it even more immersive, especially when you're watching an action scene. You can feel this surround effect just with the phone speakers. Terrific job by Redmi. I so wish it came with a headphone jack, but it doesn't. The good thing is it comes with IP68 rating, so it's dust and water resistant, which is always great to have. So let's have a quick look at the interface. So you get 120Hz refresh rate, which Redmi has optimized very well on this phone. Now as you dive into the settings, About section, and here you can see it's running Android 14 out of the box. Redmi claims 3 years of software updates and 4 years of security patches. As you go back here, it's running Xiaomi's HyperOS 1.0.2. Again, very nice. It's overall very clean. My favorite part has to be the lock screen options that you get to choose from. Check that out. So many interactive lock screens, so many wallpapers. This is so cool. Something I've not seen on any other interface. Very nice. Just simply apply and turn it on. There you go. When it comes to pre-installed apps, yes, I would say there are a lot of pre-installed apps and games, but the good thing is that you can delete the ones that you don't need, which is all that you need. Just remove what you don't want. Now the other thing that we get asked a lot about curved display is accidental touches. Well, Redmi has actually addressed that issue. As you come into the settings, go below additional settings, and here you can see ignore accidental touch on edges. Now here is where the accidental touches usually happen. So you can choose a big area, small area, you can custom set the area or just set it to default. So now no more accidental touches. Overall, I would say the interface is buttery smooth and super fun to use. Let's talk about the hardware. So it's powered by the MediaTek 7300 Ultra chipset. It's a 5G chipset and performs really well in handling your day-to-day apps. We didn't notice any lag or stutter issues whatsoever. The unit we have came with 8GB LPDDR4X RAM with support for 8GB virtual RAM expansion support, giving a total of 16GB RAM. Apps open almost instantly. Multitasking is super snappy. And the best part, most recently used apps are still in memory, thanks to that virtual RAM support. Then we also ran the Antutu benchmark and it scored at 6,54,000, almost 55,000. Then the unit we have came with 256GB storage on board with storage type UFS 2.2. We ran the speed test for that as well, and we got 973 MB read and 830 MB write. Alright, let's talk about gaming. So we played everyone's favorite BGMI, and this is where Redmi truly shines. Now even though this isn't a hardcore gaming centric phone, it actually feels like one. We got 60 FPS gaming and surprisingly no lag or drop frames at all. Also, it barely heated up thanks to the 13780 interactive vapor chamber. The gaming experience was way beyond my expectations. Easily recommended if you're looking for a device for gaming without spending a bomb. Alright, final thoughts. So the Redmi Note 14 Pro is not perfect, and no phone actually is. The thing with Redmi Note series is that they provide a premium user experience when it comes to build quality, the user experience, the battery life, the amazing curved display, and even their cameras, and all that without burning a hole in your pocket. You know, you can buy it and it will work without any hiccups for many years. One of the most safest phones to pick this year, and like I said earlier, the most dependable one. The Redmi Note 14 Pro series starts at 24,999 and it's already on sale. It's available in 2 variants with multiple color options to choose from. I'll share the links of all of them below in the description. If you'd like to buy one, you should definitely check this one out. So I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next time, cheers.